Hello guys, what is going on? I am back today with some triple hunting, and as of right now, my controllers are working. Unlike yesterday, my setup has not yet blown up. Let's hope it stays that way, you know? That would be really cool, in my personal opinion. Yesterday also, I did get a lot of Gigantamax shinies. 3. I got 3 Gmax shinies. Hello there, DTR. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I got Gengar, Charizard, and Blastoise shiny yesterday. That was pretty cool. And how many is a good question. I'm opening the game right now to check. One of them escaped, so I have to keep that in mind. I think one Blastoise ran away. Or Venusaur, I don't remember. Gigantamax. 14 on main, plus like 5 or so on alt. But I did get all of them on main. 3 out of 14, pretty lucky, but... It's not the craziest luck ever, you know? But I'll take it. I'll take it. I only did 14. I did skip a lot, to be fair. After I got my first Charizard on the first raid, I didn't do any other Charizard anymore, so... I could have done a lot more, but I didn't. 3 out of 14? Yeah. But again, that's main only. Ew, working setup. I know, right, Bob? Disgusting. How are you doing today, my man? For you, congrats. Well done. Yeah. May I have some luck for once? Have you seen my luck in the main games? Goddamn. I think it's kind of deserved. Also, my luck in Poké has not been outstanding lately, I feel like. It's not been bad either, though, with the Corsola I got, I suppose. Eh. How many did you do, DTR? Like, I could have easily done 20 to 25. I could have also continued longer, but I really couldn't be bothered. I was only doing Venusaur anymore anyway. I didn't get a Regirock shiny out of 16. But Regirock is 1 in 20, whereas the Gmaxes are 1 in 10. You got another Coco? Why do you even rate them? Genuine question. Speaking of... stuff. Should I do a Latios raid on stream today? I was supposed to do one every day, and I really didn't. I did one raid. Fair enough. There's an egg hatching. Woohoo, Riolu. My lord. I'm incubated 12k. I don't... there's nothing... Oh, there's an egg hatching event in not too long, I guess. Oh, fair. No, that's a good point. I've given up on those for legendaries. My feet still really hurts. How much did you walk yesterday? Down. Okay, let me see if I can remote a Latios. Do I have remotes? I have 1 remote raid pass. And how many premiums? I still have 103 premiums after raid day. God damn. I sped walked like 2 kilometers. You really need to get some training in, my man. I run 3 kilometers twice weekly. Have you thought about doing some regular exercise? I don't know your condition, but... we all know that's a lie. Brother, running 3 kilometers is nothing for most people. What? Speedwalk is different to speed walking. Oh, yeah, no, fair enough. Good point. It's different to running. It is fair, but I feel like running is more... You're not most people. Right, Bob. I want to point out, 3 kilometers really is not that much. First E of today. It's not shiny. Womp womp. Oh, were you talking about speed walking is different from speed running, as in beating games fast? I don't know if that was what you were talking about. Also in Croc, floppy shoes. That's fair. That's a good point. Yeah, okay, if I were to run 3 kilometers in Crocs, my feet would also really hurt. That's a good point. Maybe if you go for a walk, wear proper shoes and keep your Crocs for inside the house. Just a thought. Oh, I got invited to Latios. I wasn't planning to walk fast, but I got to the train schedule wrong. Ah, no, that's a good point. That's fair. Bloomba made me say things I can't repeat yesterday in FNAF 2. Uh-huh, Bobby. Of course, Bobby. I can almost guarantee I will never play a horror game off stream. On stream, maybe in a special occasion, but like, bro, I don't like horror, man. Jump scares mainly. Horror, like psychological horror I can handle, but jump scares? Nah. That ain't for me. I love how 10 out of 11 people are ready in this lobby. Who is that last mother trucker? And frick you. Sincerely. Oh, also, dude, the first couple of raids we did yesterday were with more than 100 people, but it didn't fit in one lobby. Like, wow. Dude, there was genuinely a group of like 80 people, bro. Like, damn. Okay, ever wanted to rip a fictional person's head off and make... No, Bob. No, I've never had that before. Yes, but non-fiction. I think he's talking about you, Bob. Second E of today. Nah, Bob gets merciful death. Oh, how nice of you. He gets a merciful death? Down. Wow, people actually use their purified gems. Wow. Surprising. I mean, we are with 11 people, so... I guess there's still 3 people that didn't use the gem. Latios is down. You very dead. Omega dead. Will never be alive again. Unless he's shiny. Yada yada yada. Rewards, rewards. I'm the hardest hitter. How I use random Pokemon. Yeah, it's not shiny. Cool. Next month I had 4-star Cresselia. What's the point of 4-star Cresselia? Cresselia is like a really strong Pokemon in PvP, but well, a 4-star is not really gonna do much there. I do still wonder why Bottle Cap only gets, in Pokemon Go specifically, why Bottle Cap can only increase your IVs and not decrease them. I still disagree with that. You too get merciful death. Yay! Yippee! What a great chat we're having today, guys. Mm-mm-mm. The host has left. You're eligible for a requeue. Well, he invited me anyway, so I kind of don't care enough. Also, guys, I know y'all don't play Clash of Clans, but I finally maxed out my Dragon Duke. Oh, I can finally use him in attacks. He's so strong. You should add the Mochi game mode in a varied way, getting the +1 stat Mochi and IV reset Mochi. Well, the IV reset Mochi doesn't exist. That is unfortunately something that you cannot do. I don't know, something... We've seen one gold bottle cap and one silver bottle cap so far. They're really cool items. Let's be completely honest, they are not that strong. The difference between like a low, like a mid IV, like 10-10-10 and 15-15-50 is so minimalistic. It really doesn't do anything. I really don't know why they're so hesitant on bottle caps, bro. Bob is trying to kill me with bad shiny luck. That's crazy. That is one crazy way to die. You'll be first, probably? No. Yeah, makes sense. Once both of them reach 40,000, I think that might happen. I was talking to somebody yesterday that got shiny Manaphy after like 3.5 years of hunting. Oh! Using the ace method, although I'm pretty sure he didn't hunt every day. He also got 5 shiny gimme going, like 1,000 encounters in Scarlet Violet. Like what? Did what? He used the arbitrary code execution method, so not the original method, but the method I'm also gonna use. You should play the least scary FNAF game, FNAF 4. Why do I have a feeling that's the most scary one of them all? It's not. Nice video, by the way. It's so not. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Have you seen the video yet, Bob? If not, shame on you. There are 115 shiny reactions in a 20-minute video. What video? The video I uploaded yesterday, you buffoon. It got like 100 views in an hour. I don't think I've ever seen that before on my channel, but it died pretty quickly after. You uploaded a video? The Libby family section was very confusing though. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good point. It is a bit weird. But, hey, I put it in numerical order, not in chronological order. Which I do with all of the videos. Should I have mentioned that in my intro? Probably not, because it was probably apparent very quickly in. It's a good point of concern, though. Like, when I got the shiny orange Flabébé, before you even have seen a white Flabébé, I'm like, yes, it's not orange. Or, yes, it's not white. And then when I got a white, I'm still happy it's white. Like, I was too busy wanting... Okay. Well, we'll go watch it after stream then. It's 115 shiny reactions in just... 22 minutes? Also, I feel like the biggest chunk of the video is PokeRadar. Because PokeRadar shiny reactions are longer than any others. Because the reaction happens so much earlier than the sparkles. If you watch a FNAF trailer... Sure. Like a movie or a game trailer, or do you not care? I can watch a trailer. But I have seen the FNAF trailer. Seeing Restroom shiny first was very surprising. Restroom isn't a thumbnail though. So like, should have inspected the thumbnail better, but... Just a FNAF trailer. Alright, alright. I'm not doing that on stream though, because that's gonna get like copyrighted. Axe. That's me. It's 90 Pokemon on one screen. I know. I was kidding. I don't know, did you... What is your opinion on the thumbnail? Was it at least like a good thumbnail? Like, of course you're not going to inspect every Pokemon. But like, for this video, was it a good thumbnail, do you think? Or was it too much? Too little? Confusing? Should it be text? I don't know. I like the thumbnail. I mean, I've done the same thumbnail for all of the videos. There are only 2 left. I just really don't know what to do, what I want to do for the final video, you know? For the thumbnail. I know what I want to do for the video. The video is pretty clear cut, but I don't know what to do with the thumbnail, which I think is pretty important. Like, I like the thumbnail I had for the first you know, I called all shiny video. I like that thumbnail, but as a lot of people pointed out, it's simply too much. I do still use it as my wallpaper on my PC. I like it, because all shinies on there have a meaning to me, which is not the case for people watching. I get that. I also, the Pokemon in a thumbnail of the recent shiny compilations, like I picked both Pokemon that explain the video, like Alfurfru, Alfivillon, Alphabebe forms, as well as I put a Pumpkaboo and a Reshiram on there. I put the starters in there, and then like the rest of the I put the pseudos on there. I don't know if that is not a pseudo, but put it on there anyway. And then what else did I put in the thumbnail? Like Tyrantrum, Doublade, Clawitzer, because they have meaning to me. I also put Sylveon on there because it's like the most popular Kalos Pokemon. I don't know. Y'all don't care about my thumbnails, do you? I put Reshiram on there in the corner. Well, it can be a little bit off-putting to see all these Gen 6 Pokemon and then Reshiram. So yeah, I did put them in the corner on purpose. I'm pretty sure Xerneas and Yveltal are also in the Gen 7 video thumbnail. I have a thumbnail right here of Gen 7 somewhere. Wah. Oh, just a Yveltal. No Xerneas. Cool. Ah, can I delete this, please? That was the Gen 7 one. There's an Yveltal in the corner, the same place Reshiram is. Funnily enough. I don't know, all I still need to do is the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 video. The Gen 4 video is not happening until at least August. The Gen 3 video, I need Unknown Jirachi and 2D Oxus, so I doubt that's happening anytime soon. But, who knows, it might. It's clear to say I'm never beating 10 out of 20 mode in FNAF 2. Bob, skill issue. Genuine skill issue. I mean, oh, It might also be fair to say that I'm never completing Cookie Clicker. I'm trying my best, man, but... I've heard so many people say that 100% in Cookie Clicker is gonna be one of the hardest games to 100%. Which is kind of funny. Apparently it's a really hard game to 100%. And I'm not... It's kind of true. It's really hard. I wonder how many people have actually completed Cookie Clicker in a year. It's the hardest challenge mode? Ah, interesting. Fair enough. I actually do kind of wonder how many people have completed Cookie Clicker. In a year. A lot of people have completed it, but how many did it in a year? FNAF 2 Night 6 took us long or longer to complete than 420 mode in FNAF. 420 in FNAF. What is the out of 20? What does that mean exactly in FNAF terms? "20 difficulty, 4 animatronics." Ah. Fair enough. And what does 1020 mean then? 10 animatronics? But there are just more animatronics available in FNAF. There are 10 animatronics in FNAF 2? Damn. If you did one animatronic only, couldn't you just keep the camera on them at all times? I don't know. Maybe that's not an option to play. I don't know. Nope. Oh, fair enough. I don't know enough about FNAF. Music box. Gotta keep it wind up. Interesting. I don't know. I've never watched anybody play FNAF before. The most FNAF I've ever consumed is when I'm in like 7th or 8th grade. I was at a friend's, probably for some kind of school project, and they were watching PewDiePie play FNAF. That's like the most amount of FNAF I've ever seen, I think. Really know nothing about it. I've seen memes about it, like a billion of them, but... I'm not much of a FNAF guy. Also tomorrow, we're gonna play champions with randomized teams. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna go so bad, bro. I hate jump scares, but I like the characters. Right, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. And the gameplay too. There have... Oh, the game loop. Gameplay loop. There have gotta be... mods for FNAF that just remove the jump scares, right? Surely. Or make the jump scares not scary or something like that. What do you play FNAF on anyway? Is that on Steam? Probably? Or is it just a straight up game download? Steam, okay. It is, but I use PS4. Oh! With a controller as well, or still with a keyboard and mouse? I guess it doesn't... I don't really know much about the gameplay. I don't know if the mouse is beneficial or not. Controller, fair. It's on iOS? Okay, would not have expected that, to be honest. Is it also on Android? Probably. FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's, $3.19. Only one though. Oh, and 4, and 2, and 6. They all cost money though. They're not. None of them are expensive, but they all cost money. I don't know if I want to spend money on mobile games. Like, who does that? Like, wow. Who would ever spend money on a mobile game? Kind of weird. Pizza Sim is free on Steam. Interesting. Like, okay, I have spent some money on mobile games, but I wouldn't say a lot. Like, about 2,000, maybe more. Like, it's not that much, really, when you think about it. Oh. I wonder how much money I've spent on Clash of Clans. I can calculate it if I really want to. With Pizza Sim, you can choose throw all animatronics out so you can play jumpscare free. You just want to play Pizza Sim? That's so funny. Just play a Pizza Sim. I mean, might as well play, what, is it Papa John's? No, that's an actual, wait, what is that game again? That super popular pizza game, it's a web game, I'm pretty sure. Is that Papa John's Pizza Simulator? I feel like Papa John's is an actual existing restaurant, so probably not. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Papa John Pizzeria. It is Papa John. Okay, fair enough. How are there 50 animatronics? They're not 50 unique animatronics, I assume, right? How do 50 animatronics even fit in that store? Unique? How? Also, genuine question, what is the lore behind FNAF? Like, why can't the animatronics all just rush you at once? Like, why when you have a camera on them, can they not move? What's the lore behind that rule? They can? Oh, then why don't they? They do? No, but if they do, then you would not survive any night. Because at the beginning of the night, they'd all just walk towards you, get into your shelter, and kill you. But they don't do that. Yeah, that lore part I did know, DTR. That I did know. You get tools to stop them. But like, what do you do then? What kind of tools do you use to stop them? Like a crowbar would maybe... Would that work? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not really. Can I have to do the Freddy mask? Because it glitched, they think you're Freddy. Fair. So then just why don't you wear that the entire time? And then you have nothing to worry about. Also, what's the lore with the bodyguards? Cost music box. What, brother. Okay, interesting. Also, what's the lore with, like, how did FNAF 2 happen? Like, the bodyguard from FNAF 1, I don't know what the lore is either. I'm not gonna be honest, how desperate for money do you have to be to come back after the first night? The night guard is theorized to be Purple Guy's son. Very interesting. Peter. Sorry, that's the night guard in my head is just Peter in my head. That's just how it is now. Peter? The fox is here. Is there no horse animatronic? If there are 50 unique animatronics, surely one of them has got to be a horse, right? What's his full name again? Peter, the bread maker. No, that's not his name. I don't know what his name is. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen that actor, I swear to God, twice. In the FNAF movie and in the Hunger Games. I swear to God, those are the only 2 times I've ever seen that actor. Am I gonna not say the Fox animatronic's name? I don't know. It's a bit older mod. Funny thing is, I don't even have Twitch chat open anymore, so I actually am not seeing removed messages. Let me open Twitch. There you go. Doesn't like the flashlight? What do you mean doesn't like the flashlight? It's a freaking robot. What? How does that work? Eye scanners. Okay, but without a functioning brain, a flashbang just doesn't affect you. Or it would affect everybody equally. That's another glitch in the system. That just doesn't make sense, though. The only thing I can imagine is a specific program that tells the robot that if the light value, or not even a light value, because it doesn't know the light value. If the light perception is almost purely white, then something happens. That has to be a specifically programmed thing. I actually, to be fair, don't know how cameras work. Interesting, interesting. The what now? Okay, so how about you always wear the mask, always have your flashlight on standby, and always make sure to wind up the toy box. Then what? Not possible. Why not? That literally makes no sense. One at a time. Why? Why? That makes no sense. What's the lore behind that? Is the bodyguard just stupid? Is that the lore? Gameplay. Yeah, I get that. But so there's just no lore for that being a thing. The bodyguard is just genuinely stupid. Is the lore. I mean, if that's the only reason, then what the hell is the FNAF movie about? Because that's not a game. Surely the character there is somewhat capable of doing multiple things at once. Although he doesn't know the rules, I suppose, so I guess you could make a movie around that. He doesn't know those rules. Does the game explain those rules to you? Oh, interesting. Does the FNAF movie have jump scares? Like, is it scary? Yes, okay. Then I don't think I'm watching it, I'm gonna be honest. Not scary ones. Any jump scare is scary. What are you talking about, Bob? It's just jump scare scary. Yeah, but that's like the one type of scary that I don't like. In my opinion, those out of nowhere are scary. So the jump scares aren't out of nowhere, so they're predictable and therefore not jump scares? What? That's the point of a jump scare, that it's out of nowhere, otherwise it's not a jump scare. If it's just something jumping at the camera, but it's super predictable. You know. That's just kinda you know. How many voiced songs are there? Like, songs with lyrics are there in Pokemon Go? Is this the only one? It might be, I don't know. When the music box goes off, you know you're gonna die. Oh. Cool. Very interesting. I've also heard, I don't know if it was Bob specifically that said it or somebody else, but that some levels in the game, or some difficulties or whatever, are just pure RNG. Like, sometimes they are literally impossible to complete. Is that true? That just sounds so stupid. I think a game should always have a way to guaranteed win. It might be hard, but it being pure RNG just sounds stupid. Or, I mean, if it is pure RNG, at least give, like, a 99% chance of winning if you do stuff right, you know? Interesting. Guys, we've done 2 encounters in 40 minutes. This is bad. Oh no. Very interesting. But I've genuinely done 2 encounters in 40 minutes in Oras. It's so bad. Malak was bad, started playing FNAF again. Boom, shiny Palkia. That's definitely also gonna work for me. This is not just a silly little excuse to get me to play the game at all. No, I believe you. How about this? Next stream, I'm gonna play FNAF while shiny hunting. No, because next stream I'm doing champions with a random team. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. Oh, Bob. DTR's already made his prediction. How long do you think it's gonna take me to win a game in Master Rank with a randomized team? What is your prediction? Ooh, forever. Okay, but like a genuine prediction. I mean, it of course fully depends on what team I randomize into. If I just get like, if Charizard and Venus are on the team together, 36 games. Oh, that's like 6 hours. That's not something I had prepared for. You win because the other one has lag. Yeah, I really don't want to count such games. Look, if a player gives up after turn 1 because they've had a horrible turn 1, I'll take it. But if they genuinely just disconnect, or like they're winning and they give up, I might not count that. I also want to make a video out of it. I have not really thought that through yet. How I want to make a video on it. The ID seems cool, but... how do I make a video out of it? I probably just show some games where I got kind of close, and then the one where I win, and then do that for all 5 days. I think I initially said 7 days, but I think 5 days is enough torture. People playing FNAF for the first time get the views? Sure. I somehow doubt that'll be the case for me. What is this music, bro? The legendary Pokemon appears. Wow. If you don't remember, Mr. Me is a very good FNAF player. I don't remember that, no. Wouldn't be surprised, though. Everybody in my Discord is good at a game, right? Am I good at any game? I'm good at Angry Birds. That's the one game that I'm good at. Oh. Guys, why is the game that I'm best at compared to other people Angry Birds? Star Wars 2 specifically. Oh. I'm gonna get better at other games at some point. I mean, I guess compared to other people, I'm also good at shiny hunting. But is there a shiny hunting method I've never used before? Permutations in Legends Arceus, sure. Other than that, I think I may have used every single shiny hunting method you can. Gen 2 breeding. Gen 2 breeding I've also not done. Like, I gotta be one of the best shiny hunters in the world, right? Top 1,000, surely. I really want to see a reaction to a FNAF trailer. Why? The thing is that I feel like they're always copyrighted. Just because. Okay, interesting. Is there a jump scare in every FNAF trailer? Probably. That's my guess, personally. FNAF World is the FNAF game for you. Can you shiny hunt in it? It's Pokemon, but with FNAF characters. Like, you can catch them and stuff, and use them in battles and stuff. or tame them, or acquire them, or I guess catching is probably not accurate for FNAF, but... Battles, yes, catch not. But I mean, is there a collection part of the game? Because, like, I love games where I can collect things. Yes, okay, fair. Now that I don't think I play any games where you can't, like, collect things in some way. I guess Clash of Clans maybe kind of. But even in Clash of Clans, you can just collect all the buildings at max level. It's still some form of collecting. I like collecting. Just be on Steam, but now the creator put it on a different website for free. Oh, interesting. Speaking of collecting, I should do today's Pokidoku. Shall I do that now? I should do that now. You guys can help, I suppose, maybe. Pokidoku, today's puzzle. Fairy Rock. I can think of 3. Are there more? I was hated because it wasn't spooky. Interesting. Carbink, I've already guessed. Dianki. Oh, I've not guessed Dianki yet. Cool. Rock Carlos. Well, but like one that's kind of rare. I know I've already guessed all the fossils. So I'm thinking Binnacle, Barbaracle, and Mega Barbaracle are like the only ones left to guess. But I think I've also guessed some of those. I've guessed Binnacle, I've guessed Barbaracle, but only the Mega. Galar Rock. I've guessed the Roly-Coly line. Have I guessed Dreadnought yet? I've not guessed Dreadnought G-Max yet, so that is an option, but I prefer not to do G-Max. What other rock types are there? Kinda can't think of any others. I suppose I could do Dreadnought G-Max. There's gotta be more, right? Starnjourner? Do I have Starnjourner yet? Starnjourner. I don't. I'll guess that. That's a good guess. Fairy Monotype. The one that I haven't guessed before. Preferably Snubble Gramble. Do I have those guessed yet? Snubble Gramble. Clefairy would work actually, but I already guessed the... I haven't guessed Cleffa yet. I could do Cleffa, but I kind of don't want to do Cleffa. Because if there's ever like baby, then Cleffa's a really easy guess. I want to see if I can do something better. Ooh, Milcery Alchemy is a really good one. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Are there multiple alchemy forms in here? No, there are not. Milcery. I already guessed Milcery. And I already guessed alchemy, apart from the G-Max. So we got Cleffa, alchemy, G-Max as possible options. I already Fido Dagspawn. Already did like all of this Pritzy Swirling stuff, I think. The Flabebe line. I don't think they have different forms in here. Flabebe, Floetti, Florgas, already guessed all of those. Spritzy, Aromatiz, Swirling, Slurpuff, already guessed, yeah. Alright, Cleffa or Alchemy G-Max? Which one would I rather guess? I'll do Cleffa, I think. Cleffa. Kalos Monotype, but I have not guessed it before. Oh lord. I think I've guessed almost all of Kalos, I feel like. What about like Spupa? Oh, I like Bunnelby actually. I do like Bunnelby. I already have guessed Bunnelby. I've not yet guessed Spupa. I'll do Spupa. Spupa. Galar Monotype. Aracuda, Barracuda are not terrible. Clobopus and Graplocked? I feel like I already guessed those though, did I not? Clobopus, Graplocked. I can do Meowth, I think. No, I can't. I also already did Berserker. Barracuda. I can do Barracuda. I'll do Barracuda. Very Psychic. Calyrex. I don't even know what you mean with that. Calyrex. You mean Calyrex? A non-monotype Pokemon? What? Very Psychic. We got Mr. Mime Jr. in the Ralts line. We got Rapidash, Hatterene, and Hatterene G-Max. Hatterene is not very Psychic. I have learned that multiple times the hard way. I'm trying to remember, but Hatterene is not very Psychic. It's pure Psychic. Let me check. Do I have... I don't have Mr. Mime guessed yet. I might as well. Sure. Kalos Psychic. Esper Meowstic. Meowstic Mega. Inkay Malamar. Malamar Mega. Delphox and Delphox Mega. Let me check. Esper, Meowstic. I could do Meowstic female, sure. And then Galar Psychic as the final one. What Psychic types are there in Galar? I can't think. There's Orbeetle. I definitely have already guessed Calyrex. What are the other Calyrex forms? Are they grass or psychic? They're grass, right? Surely? I don't know, actually. I actually don't know Calyrex types. What the heck? Calyrex. No, it's psychic. They're all psychic. Interesting. Is there any pure psychic types in Galar? Ponyta? Ponyta. Hatterene. Oh, that was a good point, actually, yeah. Well, I won. Cool. Sicko. Does anybody want a tic-tac-toe Pokedoku against me? It's so silly. It's so silly. It's kind of funny though. Don't forget to watch the FNAF trailer after stream. Why would I do that again? Oh, because you were gonna watch my video. That's a good point. And after that, the next stream I get a shiny, right, Bob? You promise? As well? I actually also wonder if the weekly challenges are still on today. In Champions. Maybe we should check those out. Because if they are, I can try and complete them today for some VP. Also, I have to hand in something for school today. It's not a big deal though. But it's gonna take some time to do that, so I'll do that like after lunch. You know what? I'm curious. Can I still do my weekly challenges today, or are they gone? Because next week I should easily complete my weekly challenges. Very likely to be one in 2048. Interesting. Fair enough. Given the fact that I have 2 missions to complete, I think, yes, the weekly challenges are still going on today. For another 13 hours, okay. The question is, am I gonna get those 2000 VP or no? I don't know. Like, I've saved up a decent amount of VP for the upcoming events. For the event that I'm gonna do. Because, I don't know. Interesting. I mean, I feel like that's kind of BS. First of all, there are so many people that are playing the game. Second of all, you get 10 recruits. What are the odds of getting 2 shinies in the 10 recruits? Someone did the math. Well, I can do the math as well. It is 1 in 4098 squared times 90, I think. I also did the math of the rare shiny possible in champions. Cool, I guess. What is that? Cherish Ball, title, shiny, Mousel family of 3 or something. Um, 1 in 4096, square that, times 90. That's a low number. To the power of -1. It's 1 in 186,000 to get 2 shinies at once at 1 in 4096. Not that unlikely, I feel like. Sports Ball marked cast form. Cast form? How is cast form rarer than Mouse with Family of 3? Mouse Family of 3 is 50-50 in this game, which would be kind of ridiculous. Also, Sports Ball is rarer than Cherish Ball, that's interesting. I believe that, but that's interesting. It's rare. Oh, champion exclusive. I mean, that's fair, I guess. That's a good point. Because you can't get cast form in Gen 9, can you? And Gen 9 is the gen that introduced personality marks? I'm pretty sure. I did some extensive research on marks recently to see if I could give any of my Pokemon cool marks. I figured that personality marks were introduced, I think, in Gen 9, I'm pretty sure. A lot of marks were introduced in Gen 9, actually. Gen 8 just has marks depending on what time or what weather you caught it. Surprisingly. I also gave all of my shinies such goofy marks. I played FNAF 1 again yesterday. Chica gave me a big spook. Should have been prepared, Bobberino. Should have been prepared. Guys, I've done 3 encounters in an hour. That's not good. That's not good. I knew I was not doing 20 encounters a stream anymore, but 3 is a bit diabolical. You know Markiplier had one of the rarest runs ever in FNAF 1. Did you know that Markiplier cheated in some of his FNAF videos? Yes. Okay, fair enough. FNAF 2 1020 mode. But he did beat 1020 mode in FNAF 5, which is way harder. Down. Fair enough. How would y'all react if I cheated? so nobody cared. I mean, my personal opinion on it, at the very minimum, is just like, he didn't get anything out of it, you know? He just wanted to make a fun, entertaining video, which is what he did. He didn't get a prize for beating it. He didn't get on a leaderboard. He was just making a fun, entertaining video. So, like, it's fine if you cheat in there, I think. As long as you're not, you know, making life more annoying for other people, you're not getting anything out of it, you're not winning a contest. I mean, honestly, the same goes for, like, a lot of Minecraft stuff. Like, all those Minecraft hardcore YouTubers that are cheating in the background. I mean, as long as the videos they make are entertaining. I don't really watch them, but as long as the videos they make are entertaining, who cares that they cheat, you know? Let them do their thing. They're not getting anything out of it. Well, apart from views, I guess. E. I almost let the E despawn. Yeah, okay, Bob, but if I was cheating, do you really think I would go 20,000 encounters for Shaman? Sorry, but like... I think, like, well, once I'm done, I want to make a numbers video on how long every hunt actually took, and, like, what's the average... Like, at the end, I want to make a video. I want to crunch the numbers and see, did I get lucky or unlucky? Like, if we say that 1 is the average amount of encounters it should have taken, did I do like 0.99 encounters, 1.2 encounters, 0.8 encounters? Like, I just kind of want to know, like, how lucky did I get? Because I'm just quite curious. And of course the numbers are not going to be super accurate, because I don't have numbers for Scarlet Violet, I don't have numbers for phases. There are a lot of numbers missing. No, this will be its own video, Bob, and if you want to skip that video, that's completely fair. It's just a fun video that I want to do, because I like math. I wanted to do it for the original Shiny Living Next video, but I'm pretty sure when that came out... Yeah, when that came out, I was super busy with the internship, so I had no time to actually make that video. And this time, I'm going to be super busy with a job, but I will take a break from streaming, so I can probably do it while I'm taking a break from streaming, I guess. I don't know. Should be fine, I think. Also, another E. Oh my god, guys, we've done 5 encounters today. Crazy. We just did 2 encounters in 5 minutes. Unimaginable. I mean, they're not shiny, so it doesn't matter, but... Wow. I'm not going to put the math in the actual shiny compilation. I just want to know. I called my shiny Regis Crystal Math. That's great, Bob. You watch too much Breaking Bad, I'm guessing. I never watched an episode. Oh, me neither. But it doesn't mean you could not have seen like a billion shorts. Next, I'm trying to calculate Dexnaf ults with each hunt. That's a good point. The thing I can do DTR is just calculate a general average that is very accurate. The only thing I'll have to do and keep in mind is if I Dexnaf the same Pokemon multiple times, I have to keep the number in mind. But I can easily do the math. Like, if you start a hunt from 0 search level, what is the average amount of encounters for a shiny? Like, what is the exact odds? Like, what number is the average to get a shiny? I can do that math. I'm lay in bed. Yeah, I know. Not everybody likes math, but I think it's a pretty cool one. Like, what? I'm gonna have, like, 1200... I forgot the number. 1254? 64? 63? What's my title, guys? What's my title? 1263. That's the number. I'm gonna have 1263 shinies, and just seeing how lucky I got with certain things, I think it's quite funny. I love math. I generally kind of like math. Sometimes it gets too much, that's fair. But like, when it comes to this kind of stuff, especially when it's my own stuff, I really do like thinking about the math. And like, when it comes to like shiny hunting and Pokemon in general, there's so much math involved. And I kind of like it. Like, that kind of math I kind of like. Sometimes I suck at it. I guess booked with math at first sight, but then I just look at it more and it just comes to me. I mean, that is just math, though. If you don't know how it works, it looks like magic, and you're never going to be able to learn it. But it's all just super straightforward rules that if you just know them and follow them, math's really not that hard. I mean, okay, yeah, sure, it gets really, really, really complicated if you go further, but most math is actually pretty simple. I like to follow the rules. Well, I mean, you can't really break the rules of math. I mean, I guess you can, but then you just get wrong answers, I guess. You know, at the very least, like, I like math as a school subject so much more than something like Dutch. Because here's the thing, right? Most math teachers, French comes around and say there's a rule and here is a list of words that don't follow that. Yeah, exactly. At least that's somewhat consistent, but here's the thing, right? A math teacher in high school can easily get like a 10, okay, maybe a 9.9 or a 9.8 on a final exam, right? Yeah, okay, they might make a typo on the calculator or something. People can make mistakes, right? But if they try their best and do the math and do the exam like 3 times, they'll get a 10. Dutch teachers can't do that. Dutch teachers can get like a 9 at most for a final exam. Because it's just, some part of it is just luck and guessing. What did the author mean by this? If you just interpret it wrong, boom, you're fricked. Like, I hate that. I think if the average teacher of a subject cannot get a 10 for the final exam, then the final exam is not good enough. Then it needs to be revised. Because that's just stupid. And I don't really know much about other things, like other finals, how well teachers do. I feel like physics and chemistry teachers would always get like 10s or 9.9s on the final exams. I don't know what about foreign languages though. Like if my Greek teacher did like a final exam, would he score full marks? I think so, yeah. Probably. What if you become my math teacher? No thanks, Bob. No thanks. I'm good. I mean, if you have math questions, you can always ask him. I can probably answer them. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. As far as I'm aware, in most of the Netherlands, we use numbers and space as the math books. Is that also a thing in Belgium, or do you use not numbers and space, but something else? You would get spooked because it's a class with all females and one me. Right. Fair enough. Which I don't think I would necessarily get spooked by that. I would just be confused. Like, how does such a class form? Dutch, please? I don't know English, math. What is your book called of math? Like, what... I don't know. Bob Got All the Ladies? Yeah, bro. This math class is something else. Where are the guys though? I genuinely wonder. How would I know? Bruh. Well, first of all, you could just grab the book, but I'm guessing you're in the living room or something, or in the kitchen, and not at in your room. I don't know that. I'm just wondering if you use the same books as we do, or whether Belgium actually uses just different books, which makes sense. Maybe. Does it? It's math. Math doesn't really need much language. I don't know. I'm assuming you use different books than we do in the Netherlands. What's your book called? Numbers and Space. But in Dutch. No reason to one. Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, not all of the Netherlands uses it, but I feel like most people use that. I actually really don't know that, to be fair. I think so. I've heard there will be no math books next year. What, it's all gonna be digital? Like on the laptop? I don't know. Just take your own notebook. But then, where are the exercises? How do you learn? Wait, how does that make any sense at all? What? I mean, at the very minimum, it means the teacher cannot give you homework unless he gives it you on a sheet, which that just sounds stupid. That sounds genuinely horrible. How do you study? You can't. You can't study. That sounds stupid. That actually sounds genuinely awful. If you don't have a book, genuinely, how do you study? All I know is the book is bad. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. I guess if you have any questions, you can always ask me. I think I'm pretty good at math. Although I don't know what year you're in. If you're like in the final year, which I don't think you are, but if you are, I don't know if I can help you with all of that. I also don't know how the years work in Belgium exactly either, I suppose. Six encounters in 75 minutes. Oh. It's not fantastic, you know? It's not perfect. But, like, we're getting there. Ever heard about the difference quotient? Definitely heard of it. But without seeing it, I think if I see it, I'd recognize it for sure. But the word, I don't know the words. Fx divided by x. Oh, just the derivative. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That was like all of the final 3 years of high school. That's all I remember from it, I feel like. Yeah, no. That's the easiest stuff. That's the easy stuff of math, in my opinion. I know the formula, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it tells you the slope of a function. If you have like a... If you can imagine like x squared, for example. And you want to know how steep the slope is at a certain point. You take the difference quotient. Then fill in the number of the point, and then now you know the slope. at that point. So like if you take x squared, like the top of the parabola is just completely flat supposedly, right? Which the difference quotient of that point is 0 because it's completely flat. The difference quotient is there to check the angle, the steepness of your graph. I just guessed on my test. Very interesting, fair enough. That was, like, honestly, differentiating and integrating was my favorite part of math in high school. It was just know the rules and do the stuff. Go. And for some reason, the first time I ever swapped fx and x. Yeah, then you're getting something more closely to, like, the inverse of the function. Not even the inverse. No, that's something completely else. To be completely fair, Bob, I don't know if you remember, at some point, probably, you had to do, like... I don't know why the hell I did that, but it happened. It happens, bro. Like, I remember specifically once, there's a lot of times where you need to do dy over dx. Divide dy by dx. One test, the entire test, I did dx divided by dy. That was something. I've done that too, yeah. I also specifically remember the worst math test I ever took. I think I got like a 5.8 for that test. It was a test about derivatives. And I needed to know what the derivative of 2 to the power x was. And for some reason, that specific one, 2 to the power x, 3 to the power x, 5 to the power x, I don't know. It was asked 3 times on the same test. And 3 times, I just blacked out. I knew like all the derivatives apart from that one. I just didn't know it. And I kind of bombed that test with a 5.8, which was, for me, in math, that was the worst grade I ever got. And now I have never forgotten it after that. The derivative of 2 to the power x is 2 to the power x ln x. Or is it ln 2? Crap, I forgot. 5.8? Yeah. That's the worst I've ever done for a math test. Yes. But as you know, I was quite good at math. I wonder if I've ever failed a test for business economics. I don't think I have, probably. What is your brain? Like, again, Bob, only math, bro. There's not a singular other subject I think I've never failed a test for. Just math. I was actually really good at math. That was like the only one, though. Physics, chemistry, all of the languages, history, geography. I definitely failed a test for all of those, and lots of them probably. What was your worst? It's hard to say, right? In the first 3 years, my worst was probably history. In the final 3 years, not counting social studies, it was Dutch. In the final 3 years, counting social studies, it's social studies. But social studies was only in 11th grade and no other years. So that's why I sometimes counted and sometimes not. But I would say in the first 3 years it was history, and in the final 3 years it was Dutch. My lowest ever on French was a 2 out of 10. Oh, I've gotten a 1 out of 10 on French. For sure. I've gotten a 1 on... I want to say Greek, English, French. And there was one more that I got a 1 on. I'm thinking physics for some reason, but I don't think it was physics. No, it can't have been physics. Maybe Dutch? German, French, English. Probably Dutch. Or not Greek. Did I get a 1 on a German test once? Probably. I've one time gotten a 0, that's not possible in the Netherlands. What? Yeah, the Dutch grades go from 1 to 10. What is a pass in Belgium? What is the minimum grade for a pass? 5 out of 10. Okay. In the Netherlands, it's 5.5 out of 10. So 5.8 is more likely, like, in Belgium, that would be like a 5.4. Alright, I'm Dutch now. Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter. Whether you can either go from 0 to 10 and have pass be a 5, or from 1 to 10 and pass be a 5.5. It's the exact same. If anything, it probably sounds easier in Belgium, because I remember I once had an English test where every single wrong answer was a point deducted. So if you got 5 wrong answers, you would have a 5, which would be a pass in Belgium and a fail in Dutch. Or, if anything, might be better. Only 2 school days in a week. What? Oh, next week, okay. Next week is May break in the Netherlands. The entire country is free Monday because of, I don't know, something. When is Ascension Day? I don't know. Is that next week? No, it's later, right? Ascension Day. 26. May 14th. Cool. '40th day of Easter. Oh, cool. So May 14th. Okay, gotcha. Which days are official public holidays in the Netherlands? Oh, public holidays, not national holidays. New Year's Day, Good Friday, Easter Sunday and Monday, King's Day, Liberation Day, Ascension Day, Whit Sunday and Whit Monday? Oh, fair. And then first and second Christmas Day and Boxing Day. Thursday ain't a free day, but it's a sports day. Oh, and you're exempt from it. Fair. Yeah, we have King's Day next Monday. Ooh, here's a question. Do I go to a yard sale Monday to see if I can get some Pokemon cards? Nobody sells them anymore though, because everybody knows the value of them now. Well, I don't know yet, I hope I am. I remember whenever I had something and I couldn't attend PE because either I had like broken my leg or my arm or something like that. If it was regular PE, most of the time I still had to be there. Sometimes I literally couldn't do anything, but usually if I had something, I would go to PE and be like a referee or something. Yeah, Bob, maybe you're not wrong. Also, it's kind of weird for your parents to say that, and then to feed you junk food 3 times a week. What do they know about health? What? That's so weird. I'm pretty confident there's been at least one sports day where I was like in a wheelchair. Salad with fries health. Yeah, no, all that salt, all that grease, so healthy. So healthy. That salad definitely cancels that out, for real, for real. Do your parents know how to cook, Bob? Genuine question. Yes. Interesting. They're home-cooked fries. Sure, but that's not really cooking. Unless they peel and cut the potatoes themselves. Sure, then maybe. They make pasta every day. Okay, that's fair, I guess. For like, what, lunch or something? Because not for dinner, apparently. Ah! That was a shiny, guys. That was a shiny. It's gone now. Frig. Oh, man. Could have done 8 encounters today, but we're still on 7. Yes, it was. I don't know. When I move out, how many days in a week am I gonna cook? I'm generally gonna cook like 5 days a week. Although, kind of not really. My plan is, right? Say on like Monday, I eat like spaghetti. I cook spaghetti for 2 people, and then put 1 portion in the freezer and then eat it next week so we don't have to cook again. A good strat, right? And do that like every day of the week, practically, I think. Maybe, if it's possible, if it's reasonable. I've tried eating pasta carbonara out of the freezer. It's disgusting. Don't do that. Spaghetti works though, but pasta carbonara does not. Yeah, I actually vile. Do you know how to cook, Bob? Mean question, I know. Nope. I can make bread. Yeah, I hope that every single person at the age of 5 can do that. Or do you mean like actually bake bread or just prepare bread? That's all I need. What happens if you move out of the house, Bob? Who's gonna cook for you? Because you cannot cook yourself. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, cooking is really not that hard. Just follow the steps and you'll get there. I'll get tired, find a girlfriend, and make her cook. Not to be rude or anything, but like, who would want to be your girlfriend? You're not that smart, it sounds, by the way that you're complaining about school almost constantly. You're not the most mobile ever. You can't cook. I'm genuinely not trying to be rude. The person in my... Oh. Okay, I forgot about that one. That's a good point, I guess. I'm sure you have some lovely... You have some good qualities. Probably. But... You're diabolical, Bob. Questionable, do you actually have a basement in your house? I'm just curious. Because I don't. No, okay, fair enough. How common is it to have a basement in Europe? I feel like it's not that common. We have a crawl space? Yeah, we have one too. Weekly's reset tomorrow. I completed it today. Or you mean you're talking about champions? I already checked out champions this stream, literally. The crawl space is covered with rats. That doesn't sound good. I've never been in the crawl space before. Have you? I didn't know we had one until 1 year ago. I think every single house has a crawl space. How else do you do the wiring around? Like, most houses. There are probably some that don't. I feel like most houses probably have one. Maybe if you have a basement, you don't have a crawl space. Stretches. My neighbor's house used to be a farm and a shed collapsed and all the rats lost their home, so they moved. Oh. Your neighbor's house used to be a farm. Where the frick do you live? Hello? I'm starting to get kind of curious how big your house is. Like, if you live next to a farm, you gotta live in a big house, right? You'd think? I don't know. This is my great uncle's house. Oh, interesting. Many years ago, horses used to live here. Ow. Very interesting. But, like, that also... You don't live in a normal, like, street then, right? You live, like, kind of far away from, like, town center. Then he gave the land to my parents. He just gave the land to your parents. What the heck? Did he not have children himself? I guess not. Fair enough. You got a dog? Fair. Damn, you have a rich family. Crazy. No, your parents are gonna be, like, millionaires, right? Surely. Like, the land alone is probably worth $1 million. I would imagine. I mean, they don't have $1 million on the bank, sure, but, like, in terms of value, they kind of gotta be millionaires. My grandma's mother used to own a street? Well, what kind of bougie-ass family do you come from? Like, are you royalty? Hello? Are you technically a descendant of, like, a prince? And you are a prince as well? What the heck? Dude, my grandparents weren't able to purchase a home until they were, like, 50. My grandpa's family were just farmers. Just farmers, by the way. Most farmers are millionaires. Want to point that out. In today's economy, at least. Farmers are rich. They also have a lot of land. Yeah. Yeah, rich. I also think, let's go for 3300 on an BDSP, and then I think I'll be ending stream for today. You're down 7 on encounter so far. Since both have so many kids, 12 each had to split the money. Oh, I guess that's fair. We aren't rich. I mean, you still own a lot of land by the sounds of it, which would almost immediately make you rich. Like, if you were to sell your land, that would be worth at least $1 million, right? That makes you millionaires. Very interesting. To be fair, with the amount of inflation that's happened, I feel like being a millionaire nowadays is not that hard anymore. I would not be surprised if I at some point become a millionaire just by working normally. We don't have much land. You still have land though. We don't own land. Very interesting. But still, I don't know how big that actually is, you know? But it sounds like a lot, I don't know. Do your parents still have a mortgage, or is the house also just completely paid off? Because I'm gonna be honest, the way you're talking about your house, it sounds like your house is also worth like $1 million. And if that's paid off, like, you know, damn. I don't know. Fair enough. Anyway, that is going to be it for me for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a random team in Champions. So I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. And I'll see you guys again some other time. Bye-bye.